to the us screen. All right. Welcome in, everybody. I need to mute something quick. All right. Welcome into the Bryn Ardwell Tales. This is session 2. In session 1, we got to learn a little bit about the village of Bryn Ardwell, getting to know some of the villagers, getting to know our players, and also getting to learn about the spring festival that's taking place. One of the things that's unique to Bryn Ardwell is that during the spring festival, they have villagers that dress up as one of the 7 deadly sins and go around trying to corrupt each other. They also try to combat that from happening by using like music and dancing and like brightly colored clothing and brightly colored powders that they throw kind of at each other to help stave off the corrupting influence. This year, they seem to have gotten some new masks and some new costumes that are maybe a little higher quality, a little more gruesome or grotesque in some situations, and apparently possibly enchanted, as the group has discovered
Possibly.
after Kage kind of went through and, as Envy, a brief stint, influenced a couple people and found out that he didn't really enjoy that. Various festival activities have taken place. The archery contest. A couple people had fun in that. There was the pig catching contest that Kage was victorious in, that Rue was victorious in. Both winning pigs that they caught. Kage chose to exchange his for a cash prize. Rue chose to keep Mr. Pig. We went on to the pie eating contest where Gluttony seemed to really shine and corrupt a couple people next to them. Not forcing them to eat, but removing inhibitions, removing constraints in some situations where these people were gorging themselves. One eating food that he knew he was allergic to and having a reaction, of course. Once the mask was able to be taken off, the group rushes in to undo the damage being caused and try to rescue people, which seemed to frustrate the Lord of Sin, the 8th member of the corrupting group, who seemed to call the rest of his minions to cause a lot more havoc for our friends.
Oh.
We did not need more havoc, but hey, here we are.
We always need havoc.
Things more fun.
Yeah.
Havoc is Scott Summers' brother.
It's true. He has earthquake powers.
Yeah.
So when we left, everyone was centered in front, and I need to make it so you can click on these again. Apparently I didn't have that set earlier.
Ooh. Technical stuff.
Mm-hmm. Rue had climbed up a tree, was kind of taking stock of things.
I think I jumped on a building after I was in a tree to throw something at the guy. But I could be in a tree as well.
Odd.
Need to refresh something quick, apparently.
The thing happened.
Yes.
So I no one was watching that part. Everything was looking at your beautiful face.
That's
instead.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It is a very beautiful face.
Because I'm very pretty.
Bonita.
I feel bonita.
Good, because you look bonita.
Muy bonita.
All right, so you should all be able to move your tokens around.
I like to move it, move it.
All right, so you have a large number of the 7 deadly sins and people that they've corrupted moving in with you. Don't know why it's not showing the name tokens, and it bothers me. So here we have Wrath with the big red dot. Lust in the purple, or in the center here with purple. Pride is orange up at top. Greed is green down at the bottom. And the Lord of Sin, this little guy back here. He had made direct eye contact with Rue, clapped his hands, and sent his minions in to close in on you. So, what would you folks like to do?
How much colored powder do we each have?
Nissa's carrying a lot. Like, there's pouches all the way around her belt.
Okay.
And there are other people that are there that are also carrying powders.
And remember, you can sing at them, you can dance at them. It's not just the powder.
Oh.
Powder just tends to be fastest
Mm-hmm.
and easiest.
Good to know.
But yeah, on Nissa, they're just tucked at her belt. You could easily grab them.
Okay. I think he's just gonna grab a couple and so go after the people with the masks and get them off. Sound like a plan?
All right, let's roll some initiative then.
I'm good. Okay, we can see your rolls. I don't know if you wanted to hide those.
Not right now.
Okay.
Okay, Breck, should I do the D10 roll now, or wait to do the D10 roll?
You can do it now.
Okay.
BRB, well, buddy.
Seriously, roll a 3 when I've got a +8. Fuck you, dice.
Nissa got a whole 6.
Let's
So.
go!
It's even, Rick. It's even. Okay. I gotta find the song for it. Hold up. We like even rolls.
Tita? Hello?
Hello?
I went potty. Am I going now? Are we still in the pre-combat loading phase?
We are still in the loading phase.
Loading.
Okay. Boogie Wonderland.
Woogie woogie.
All right, Rue, you are up first with a 23.
Alright. I'm going to unclasp. I'm going to run around like in the no-face, big black onesie. Kind of like a tarp. Unclasp that. I'm going to fling it out of the tree at the Lord of Sen.
Okay.
Try to cover his face. And then I am going to skedaddle to Vi and Cynthia's to let them know some bad shit is going down. And we might need some help.
All right, make a ranged attack. Trying to
Okay.
throw your costume.
Let me see here. Use my short bow.
You take off your mask and your cloak and kind of wad it up real good, and you throw it. You get a pretty good arc on it, and you do manage to like almost hit the Lord of Sin with it. But like right as it's about to impact him, he raises a hand, and it just stops, like slides down an invisible barrier. He just looks at you, waggles a finger.
What? I wouldn't even like give him time to like look and wag the finger though. Like right as I throw it, that's when I
Bolt.
take off to Vi and Cynthia. So if he's wagging his finger, I'm not there. You got me one time, buddy.
You don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get.
Going to get help.
And yep, as fast as my rogue legs can carry me.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right. Next up is Wrath. You can see the guy with the mask is swollen up, like gotten larger. Muscles are rippling. 15. He reaches up and like slashes a hand through part of the tent as he walks through. He is going to attack Kage.
Sure.
He reaches up a hand that is like as large as your head now, Kage. Reaches back and he's just going to absolutely smite you. And his hand catches on one of the guide ropes.
You roll a 1.
Yep. Natty 1 on the attack.
Great start.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yep.
Mhm.
He is going to be frustrated and yell.
Go, buddy. Just up at this massive guy.
That makes it Greed's turn. Greed and their minions are just kind of gonna start moving towards the inn. That takes us to Pride. They're gonna try to move in to close around you, which takes us to Kage.
Okay. How high up is this stage? Am I able to kind of jump up onto it?
Yeah, it's maybe like 2 feet.
Okay. The main thing is like a vantage point for hops.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to kick up off that for some leverage and try and swing around onto Rath's mask.
Okay.
So that he's kind of like up on his shoulders. Mash. Some powder if there's any gap in between.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
Damn it! This is fine.
Well, athletics or acrobatics, I guess.
Sick!
You could definitely be an acrobatic.
Okay, go.
The rest of you see Kage just like one hand like hop up and a little backwards onto the stage, land, kick off, and he grabs on like the same guide rope that Wrath caught his hand on, and just swings around and is now riding on his shoulders as he takes this bag of powder and just like is mashing it into this guy's face. You can't, like, there's not a gap at the top that you can tell. It seems to be almost like sealed around, but it's got eye holes. You're just
That works.
rubbing powder into this thing's face.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That is all for my turn, thanks.
All right. That takes us to the Lord of Sin, who is just going to turn and walk away. And you can see as he passes by that large oak tree, he reaches out one clawed hand and just kind of lightly trails it across the bark. And you can see bark start to curl underneath those clawed fingernails. Like he's not putting any pressure into this at all, but he's cutting furrows into this tree. And you can immediately see it start to blacken and decay. You see a small trail of smoke starting to come off the tree as well as the scent of smoke starts to fill the air. Sloth's turn. For some reason, Blue didn't come in, so we'll add them in. Sloth is just gonna kind of lay there, but their minions are gonna move slowly towards the group, and you can see when they get close to some of the other villagers that haven't been corrupted, they just kind of slow down a little bit. The other villagers find it harder to move. So Nomura, what would you like to do? Since I tried to skip you.
It's okay. I was just like, Roll 20 doesn't like me still. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Still have our bitter enemies. So I rolled a 4, so that's even. Yes, good memory is triggered for Nomura right before this battle. So the entire troop just switches their song to Boogie Wonderland by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And you just see like Nomura just like dancing around in a circle, like hands up in the air, like good memories, but like they have the Rosin was pretty smart about this and like tied some little like bundles of powder to the end of their hands, so like they're swinging around, but there's also like a circle of powder that's surrounding them at the same time. Like the die is just going everywhere, and the troop is just boogie wonderlanding right now with Nomura. So they're just like dancing and singing and swinging powder at people's faces because why not? I'm not sure if that will be an unarmed strike or how we would do that for an attack.
You're not like actually trying to hit anybody. So let's just.
It's like a random.
Yeah, like you're just trying to spread as much powder as you can. Let's go with just a dexterity check.
All right.
Athletics,
He
acrobatics.
okay. Athletics, acrobatics. Let's just do. Oh, wait. Hold on. I thought athletics was strength.
Athletics is strength. Acrobatics is dex.
Okay. So you want dex or you want.
You can do a dex check. You can do an acrobatics check or an athletics check, whichever one you prefer, because it's the same kind of movement, just whichever skill you feel is better suited to you.
Let's do athletics, please. No idea how this is gonna roll. Oh, that was crap. Oh, yeah, that was crap.
You are just going at it. Like there's powder going everywhere. And not necessarily anywhere.
It's like it just sprays. It sprays. It creates like a spray barrier. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Breathe it in.
And there's like a bit of a breeze that's just kind of swirling everything around. So you're getting some coverage. You can tell like a couple of the people that have been corrupted have to stop and like wipe it off their face. And a couple of them like, wait, what? What's going on? Then that takes us to Nissa. What's Nissa doing?
Nissa is close enough to realize that he really tried to hit Kage. This wasn't a playful strike that messed up. He was out for blood.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not down with that. So, now that he has put the powder in Dude's face, does it seem like Dude is calming, or is he just getting more rage?
He doesn't seem to be calming down. He seems focused on trying to get whatever powder got into his eyes, like trying to wipe it away. He's not like actively trying to attack anybody. He's trying to clear his vision.
Okay, so not an immediate threat. So, I have a sling. I would like to put the powder in the sling
Okay.
and launch it. Essentially just letting it create an area of effect as it goes out and try and hit as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly moving towards the sloth guys.
Okay.
Ooh.
23, nice. So just kind of ping whatever cluster you're looking for.
If roll 20 would let me.
Like, I think we just treat it like a grenade or a flask. Like, I think those are like
Yeah, she's aiming for
radius.
sloth.
So okay, aiming for him directly. Cool.
Yep.
You swirl your sling around, release that bag of powder. It flies through the air straight into like Sloth's mask. Like this just kind of like open mouth, almost drooling like, and you see the powder hit and just poof. Goes up in a cloud. You can see the breeze kind of swirl it around a little bit. Gets into Sloth's face, into their mouth, it looks like. And you can see them start to kind of like roll around, trying to figure out what's going on.
Hey.
Anything else you're doing?
No, that's going to be it for Nissa.
All right, Rue. You continuing to book it north?
Is the Lord of Sen following me?
Not really. Like you're heading the same direction for now. But you can see he's starting to kind of angle off more towards the old forest directly, rather than to be in Cynthia's house.
Okay. I'm gonna like use my action for a dash action too or whatever and just go there as fast as I can. And if I see either one of them at the window or anything, I'll kind of like, hey, DEFCON 4, demon mask monster, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We probably need help.
You take off, you're booking it through town, you're weaving around houses, carts that have been laid down. Looking around, you can see that stuff has been happening not just in the square, but in little patches throughout the village as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can see what looks to be things that people have dropped. There's like an entire plate of food that's just been upended. Carts have been knocked over. There's bottles laying around. You see a couple people that are that are on the ground.
Okay.
One of them is bleeding. You can tell.
Do I see any like civvies that aren't or anything?
You see other villagers that are there, all kind of like trying to hide, trying to like help each other out. You see the people that are on the ground being tended to.
Okay.
But it looks like there's stuff happening kind of all over. And you catch, glancing back, you do catch from a couple different spots in the village, smoke starting to go up into the sky.
Mm-hmm. If I see any villagers that like are within shouting distance, or if I can say anything to, I'll be like, come with me. Like, we gotta go.
Yeah, you run past and you see like a couple of the farmers that have come into town. There's a couple of craftspeople that are like, what? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like just glad for somebody to be giving instructions. They're running with you.
Yep. Okay. And then the Lord Ascend's going north. I'm going northwest. He's kind of behind me, northeast.
Mm-hmm. Kind of cutting across the back of your trail, basically.
Okay. Mr. Pig right now has a flash hat on.
Absolutely.
Like the old one with the lightning bolts on top.
Yes.
I bought mini masks and stuff for him at the mask fair. But
100%.
yeah. Yeah. Just tucked in my arm. All right. Do I see Vi or Cynthia in the house? In the window or anything?
As you're running up, you don't see anybody there yet. Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah, you don't see anybody there yet. You know that they had planned on going into the forest that morning to kind of gather some supplies. It doesn't look like they're back quite yet.
Oh, great. All right. That's it for my turn.
All right, and that takes us to Wrath, who is a very angry boy. And he is going to untangle his hand from that rope and try to reach up and grab a hold of Kage and throw him off.
Yeah, fair.
So he's going to try to grapple you. So we need an opposed athletics or acrobatics check.
Monk shit, go.
He reaches up to grab a hold of you, and you're just like swaying, leaning. Like you feel his hand like brush past your face. You can feel the force he's creating with that, but he's not able to get a hold of you. Whatever he has is still in his eyes. He's still distracted by that.
Oh my god.
So he is going to move as fast as he can, just blindly ahead, like running towards where he knows a building is at. That brings us to Greed. You see Greed and his little troop just kind of like walking through the crowd, bumping into people, clearly pickpocketing folks. They move towards the front door of the inn. Pride moves over kind of behind Wrath. So Nomura and Nissa, I need wisdom saves.
In D&D Beyond, I just click on Wisdom, right?
Yep.
And the saving throws? Okay, thank you.
That's a damn good wisdom save right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Damn.
Also, wise as fuck.
Nice. All right. So you hear Pride just start trash talking the both of you, trying to drive down your morale, trying to make you less effective. And you both just look at each other like, oh, really, motherfucker?
Excuse me.
So whatever enchantment he is trying to place on you definitely does not take hold. He just kind of shrugs. All right, Kage. You are riding a bull.
Yeah. I'm going to. Does this Wraith person have hair?
Yes.
Okay.
And his
That
mask
is-
kind of has almost like bull-like horns, almost like minotaur horns coming up off it as well. So
Sick. Okay, in that case, I'll grab them instead, because I don't really want to hurt the person underneath. And I'm just going to use my momentum and his momentum to swing around and then just try and yank the mask off. So I'm going from his head, just like swinging across and around.
okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Sick.
Some
Make
gymnastics. Yeah.
Dexterity, like acrobatics, or an attack.
Okay. They're the same, so we'll go with acrobatics.
Okay.
We'll use my inspiration points. I would
Sweet.
like this to work. Just to get one of them out of the way. Yeah.
You grab a hold of these horns and you swing yourself around, and you're like almost parallel to the ground with the amount of momentum you're generating with this. And you're praying that you just feel a tug, something, and you do. You come off again, like almost in that parallel line that you had your body in. You feel the mask rip free. You see Wrath kind of stunned for a second, like grabbing at their face, rubbing at their eyes, and you see him shrink back down to his normal proportions. How do you want to land this?
Uh,
Because you are currently flying through the air.
we'll try and tuck and roll, but also just kind of be like, gravity. Gravity tech hold's fine.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You fly through the air. And you don't like quite belly flop, but you don't get entirely tucked. But you do manage to land without hurting yourself.
Sick. When he's like, sorry, when they're like rubbing their eyes and stuff, are they
Mhm.
also rubbing powder into their face?
Yeah.
They're like, that's good. Chill yourself. That's me. I'll end my turn by standing up if I can.
Yes.
That's me.
All right. Then it is the Lord of Sin. Actually need to drag Nemora down into the actual spot she should be in. Okay. The Lord of Sin again, just continuing off towards the forest.
Is he still messing stuff up?
Just in that careless, not caring what's in the way, who's in the way, just trailing fingertips along and leaving spots of tarnish and corruption and rot wherever they go.
Like the bad guy from Osmosis Jones.
Yes, absolutely. So then, since I tried to skip Nomura again, your turn. It's your turn, Nomura.
All right, we're shaking our groove thing right now.
Mhm.
Like the troop has now switched over to shake your groove thing. You gotta shake your groove thing. Everyone's super excited, and you just see like Rosin just kind of like like dancing by, but also like aiming to throw powder just in case it's needed. So like the dwarf lady is moonwalking at the same time as holding powder in each hand. Like I will slap you with powder. I can dance and slap you with powder right now, but just that like basic mom look, like I am not pleased with this at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Rosin is not a very pleased band director, but the band is just going at it. And then, Rec, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I found the stats for Changeling for their change appearance. Do I display that in BTT?
You
Do I
can.
click that? Okay. I think that worked. Okay. Anyway, that's not what I was looking for. But anyway, that's fine. But the troop of changelings and Rosin, you just see them change their appearance. Clicking. And they change their appearance. So they're normal, not dwarf size now. They're probably about like medium height. But they have a second set of arms coming from their spine now. And each of the members of the troop, other than their instrument, they now have dye in their hand, so they can protect the area that they're located in. But Nomura is still like swinging, oblivious to anything that's happening. But I would say they probably, because of the current of the wind that they were going, they probably moved towards these like orange circle, like the diagonal of orange circles. So right there. They like right there. And they're just swinging more and more dye. I guess Rosin had a way to keep the dye in there, so just swinging dye everywhere.
Like you just envelop these two people just in a cloud of multicolored powder. And they cough and sputter a little bit, and then what? Huh? You see them, their minds start to clear.
Everybody gets covered in dye. It's rainbow dye. Look like a unicorn. It's fine. It's fine.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, I think they're all good right now. I have an idea, but they're all good for right now.
Okay. Sloth is like starting to like that sleep rub your face thing, just to try to like get some of that powder off that Nissa landed on their face. But their friends do move closer. Let's see. Pull up the stat that I need.
Hmm.
Some water.
Nomura, I need a wisdom, or not Nomura. Nissa, I need a wisdom save. As you feel this like pulse of energy coming at you. For a second, like this, you see this ripple through the air, and it looks like time slows down. You can see things kind of hang in the air for a second.
This one.
It looks like everybody's
Deadlock's
moving
not open.
a little bit through syrup, and then it passes. Snaps back into real time.
Boo-boo.
And it is now your turn, Nissa.
She did not appreciate that, but she did note that the powder on the followers was far more effective, so she is going to, step over and just do the 2 bags of powder like straight at them.
Okay.
So just a ranged attack for that?
Yep.
I'm just going to use the sling because it is faster.
That works. You throw it, and it hits like directly off of somebody's chest. Powder goes up in the air. Turns out commoners don't have a really high AC.
I didn't figure. But yeah, she's good with just doing that.
All right. You clear most of those people. Anything else you're doing?
Nope, she's good.
All right. Rue. You got your little band of followers. You were at Bee's cottage.
I'm gonna go in, grab my bug out bag, and then I got a bunch of followers.
You've got like 4 people that are with you.
Okay. I tell the 4 people that are with me to go the opposite way that the Lord Ascend went. Is there anything I know over there? Like, I've explored probably to the west of the forest. Are there any like landmarks to send them at?
There's the river that runs kind of from the mountain range. That runs more or less directly west. And there's a few game trails, a few paths that lead that way as well.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them to get out of town. I got my bug out bag. V and Cynthia are not home.
Not yet.
Shoot. All right. Then I'm going to go back and see. I keep Mr. Pig with me. I don't trust those other people. I mean, I do trust him, but he's safer with me.
Right.
Do the people have any powder or stuff on them?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take that from some of them, and then I'm going to go back to just to see how my friends are doing. Make sure they're not getting beat to death by Wrath. See if they need some help back.
All right. Now it's Nomura's turn. Where it should actually be.
Bards
No.
jumping around the initiative like they're silly.
Right.
I mean, that's what we do best, right? We perform and we jump at things, throw things in people's face. I'm not sure. But right now, the troop has decided that we need some Nena in our lives. So 99 luck balloons, you know? Who doesn't love some luck balloons?
Heck yeah.
So but it's pretty interesting because Razin and a few of the other changelings have they're jumping off the stage and moving towards as they're playing instruments, they're moving towards this little green group.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't make it. I can't do the thing. Anyway, moving towards the green group. And then Razin is just like, I'm just gonna yeet him, and yeets all 4 of her little change balloons just to see what happens with the 4 luft balloons. Why not?
Heck yeah.
What type of roll should I make for that? Would it be
a ranged attack?
I have an armored strike. How would I do ranged attack?
Should just be dexterity.
Just a dex roll?
Yeah.
Okay. I shall click. That was not a good luck balloon.
Oh no.
Yep. Everybody's like throwing powder. You're trying to move at the same time. And you don't actually hit anybody. You do get like a nice little cloud kind of hanging in the air for a second. But you didn't actually get anybody.
You now see Rosin, like, facial expressions. Like, there's frustrated mother, and then there's, okay, I'm done with this now, mother.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, everyone in the troop, like, notices this, and they kind of have, like, this, oh, no, look like they're still trying to play the music the best they can, but also at the same time, they're like, Rosin's not happy. And Nomura kind of picks it up, too. We're like, still swinging your arms around in the air, like, trying to dance, but, like, focusing on Rosin, like, what am I?
Just that, oh no.
Yes, very much so. Like, they're just swinging, and Rosin like makes eye contact with them and kind of just like, don't do anything stupid, but like the look, like the mom look right now with everyone in the troop. So they're playing music perfectly fine, and Rosin was not pleased, not pleased, not pleased.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
I'm going to. Are these the blocks for movement? Are they 5 or are they 1
5.
in spacing?
Yep. They're 5 feet.
5 feet. Okay, so 1. I have 30 feet. 2, 3, 4. Okay, gonna move here, which is like 20 feet for Nomura, because I'm assuming this is less little group with the purple.
Yes, who I apparently forgot to add to the initiative. Oh well.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, kind of like Nomura did with the little orange guys. I don't know who they were, but we're gonna just gently yeet some powder at them again with the swinging of the arms movement. So would that be another dex roll for them or acrobatics roll for them?
We can do dex.
Dex? Okay. No, Dex, I like that.
You just like pace the first 2 people in that line.
Yeah.
You see them
Shake your group.
shake their heads and like kind of stumble off.
They have to feel the love balloons. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, so then we have greed. Greed makes it inside the inn. His followers just kind of stand in the doorway, trying to block anybody else that might try to come in. Pride is going to move over. And he's going to look directly at Kage. You need to make a charisma save.
I'm sorry.
Sure. Hey, it's not intelligence.
At least I'm pretty.
I hope it's enough.
Ooh.
You've been hit with Bane, and I don't know why it went twice, but okay. he just looks at you and just starts picking up on like every insecurity that you might have. Just distracting you. But it is your turn.
Just kind of listening to all of this being like picked apart a little bit. You just take a step back and just you're not even close to my priority. And he's going to take off towards the inn. While he's running, because Kage has hand wraps on,
Mhm.
can he like move some of it and tuck some powder, not into his hand, into his knuckles? Would be it's kind of like the bag at least. So
Mhm.
ideally on impact it'll burst.
Yeah, you'd be able to put like a couple of bags in your hands. Yeah.
Sick. Is there a window
There is.
to the inn?
Yeah.
Sick.
There are
He'll
3 or 4, and like 2 of them are actually open.
Oh, sick. No property damage. He'll break when he don't know. He'll go into the open window to get inside. He has 30 feet. Can he get to? I keep thinking that one's envy. It's not. Can he get to
I know.
greed?
You would be able to just get 2 of them. Like they're just inside the doorway.
Okay, cool. Trying to do non-lethal damage. I'm gonna do 2 unarmed attacks. So
Okay.
with my martial arts, I get a bonus action punch. First one,
Ugh.
second one, better.
Second one definitely hits. First one just misses.
Okay, so we still got the back. That's fine. Damn, a 1. Be a heat punch for non-lethal.
All right. Like you reach out once, he just turns to the side, but then you come with the other hand and you catch him. You see that little puff of powder that gets into his face, and he kind of stops and waves for a second.
Mhm.
You also hear a voice in your head. It says, "Run. Northwest. Run." It's not a voice you recognize.
Okay.
It is feminine and almost childlike. There's help.
It was northwest, was it?
Mm-hmm.
It definitely throws him off for a second where he takes almost like a step back to get away from him. But he doesn't want to leave greed in this tavern with other people.
Mm-hmm.
He'll stay at the moment, but keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yep. That's him.
Sloth is finally starting to lever themselves up. Stands up. Just kind of like lurches a little bit towards Nissa. That's all they can do for their turn because they move really slow.
Mm-hmm.
Which takes us to Nissa.
So I still have a group in front of me, so they're getting more powder to the face.
You've cleared most of them. You can see There's one person that still looks like they're under Sloth's control, and then Sloth.
In that case, we're just going to do the sling at Sloth and hope that the other person gets hit in the cloud.
Okay. That definitely hits. You see it like smack them in the forehead. Their head snaps back a little bit, and they just kind of stand and wobble. The mask doesn't come off.
The more wobbly I can make him, the easier it will in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Very good point.
So yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Rue, you're up.
Have I seen anything of lust and envy?
Lust is just kind of hanging out and watching.
Doesn't bode well.
Yeah. Envy, was Kage
Yep.
briefly, and nobody else is
Yep.
taking up that mask yet. So
Okay, cool. I'm gonna run back, and if I see anybody like on my way back who has looks like they're taking over, I'm gonna throw a powder at him. Or if I see anybody else, I'm gonna go. Are there more buildings on fire and stuff? Is that increasing, or does it seem to have chilled?
you can tell that it looks like a couple of the fires have maybe gone out, but there are a couple more that have popped up. Definitely more along the trail
Where
the Lord of Sin was
where
going.
the looks?
Yep.
Okay, can I still see him?
You just see him at the very edge, like going into the forest.
Okay, if I see anybody, I'm going to direct him the opposite way he's going. And going to get ready to go back and try to clear a path, I guess.
Okay.
Got my stuff. Thought about buzzing off, but I can't leave the one guy who climbed a tree and that girl, Z. I want them to hold my pig. She's sad. Yes.
They kind
That's
of,
my turn.
They take your pig and just kind of hold it for a second, and then notice just how absolutely adorable it is with its little flash mask.
Yeah.
And they kind
of it'll be okay.
Chin.
Yeah, go. That's my turn. Am I close to the?
You would be back like at
range.
Yeah. You would be back on the map now.
Okay.
Nomura, you're up.
Alright, I have to put the new song. The troop is gonna switch over to Night Fever from Saturday Night Fever, like, cause that's the best like battle song, dance song out there. If you're gonna have a dance battle, like, oh yeah. And so you see, so basically the troop is, I would say, like, because they were kind of, dance playing, they're kind of where the diagonal green lines is, they're kind of like aligned with diagonal, with Razin like leading this. And so Razin's like, yeah, we're just dancing. And then all of a sudden she's like, just kidding. And she stops and she yeets her 4 colorful bombs again to see if it works. So let me roll her dex stat for that. I don't know if it'll work. You can do it, Razin. We believe in your scary mom face.
Let's go, mom face.
Let's go, mom face. Let's go, mom face! Mom face.
Absolutely.
Mom face worked. Mom face worked.
Mom face.
So Razin is like, that kind of please mother face at the same time, but everyone's still jamming and dancing. And Nomura's like, go, mom! Ramen, go, mom! Still twirling. But and then Razin kind of like points at Nomura, disco's dancing, it's your turn now. And Nomura is in the center of the purples. Is that lust?
Yep.
Okay, so Nomura kind of like moves towards them, so like literally in front of us, like stabs their quarterstaff down into the ground and casts light on it, which turns it into like this almost like I want to say like disco beam lights coming from it. And then Nomura is just like dancing, like pulling a straight up John Travolta right now, like got the whole movement going. Music is loud. We're pointing, we're shuffling, we're moving, we're sliding. You know, just in this like trying to like do something to keep us very very distracted right now. Like yeah, but also as they're moving their arms, like they're still slinging this dust around them, so creating like this dust barrier thing. I'm not sure, but we're gonna roll dex for it. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta love it. I don't know what it's gonna land on. It's still rolling. Really?
Ooh.
Like a breeze kicks up, and you're trying so hard, but this breeze just kicks up and like blows the powder back behind you.
Hey, it's going somewhere. At least those people behind us now have happy dust around them. They're just like, yeah, dance with me. It's a little disco party. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
They gotta, we gotta hit the beat. We are bards, we can't not hit the beat, even if it doesn't hit our target.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll end our we're still dance boogieing, but that'll end our turn for
All right.
attacks.
Greed just got punched in the face. They're not real happy about that. He's going to try to hit back. What is your AC, Kage?
16.
Whew. You see him take like a pouch of coins, cup it in his hand, and he just rears back and catches you right on the jaw. You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh. It's expensive fucking assault.
It's not his money.
Yeah. It sure wouldn't be.
And that takes us to Pride, who is going to identify the new threat. Nomura, I need a charisma save from you.
A charisma save?
Yep.
All right, you can have my charisma.
But let's go.
Traumatized besties!
Let's go.
Really? Don't do that. Oh, you bear!
Oh,
Why? Why? It was almost on a 16.
rude.
Nomura Gamed. How do you pronounce the middle one?
Ganymede, like the actual galaxy. Or not,
Oh, okay.
celestial body. No, galaxy.
Okay. And Noir.
Yep. Nomura Ganymede Noir, NGN. Yeah. Like the movies, but better.
Let's go.
You also now have Bane.
Just gotta traumatize the traumatized ones, don't ya? That's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like
We're still traumatized besties, though.
Hell yeah.
that's literally in my job description.
Yeah. Pride just walks up and is like, "You suck." And we're like, "Yeah."
I know.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, it's a trash can, not a trash can't.
Oh.
Exactly.
I love that.
I know. Rod tells me all the time, man. I don't know, man. I be trying, like, I'm trying, man.
Even a trash can can do what I can't.
Right?
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
This trash can doesn't even have a bag in it. Come on, guy.
My god. Well, I just got
Beautiful.
clocked in the face with money.
Yeah.
Um,
It's now your turn.
I'm just gonna grab the eye holes. Like that was really fucking rude. I know I started this, but I'm also gonna finish this, and I'm just gonna like slap with the other powder.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna do an unarmed attack.
I believe you are also baned.
I am, but I don't think that's gonna
you
hit.
were, but it's on somebody else now.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
concentration spell, so he dropped it off of you.
Oh, okay. I did forget to do it last time. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to try again as my bonus action with my martial arts.
That one definitely hits.
There we go. Non-lethal again for 6.
Like the first attack you make, it just kind of glances off the side. You bring the second one back, and you catch just the corner of that mask with that bag of powder, and you see it like pour in. And as you kind of like scraping your hand back, you feel it loosen and come free.
Okay.
You
I'm
see it.
going to keep hold of the mask and just kind of. Hey, how's it going? Excuse me. Leave and use my movement to start heading northwest.
Okay.
Steady, so I can get out there. I have not envy. Greed's mask in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, wherever it is, pick up Wrath's one as well? Not right now, but wherever it may have fallen.
Roll a D100.
Sick.
You actually see somebody else has picked it up and is just holding it in their hands.
No. Bad touch.
I do not consent.
Okay. Good
They
job.
like toss it to you.
Grab that. Hold up my paint covered hand. Mm. Yeah. So, that's me.
All right. Then we go to Sloth, who's just going to try to slowly. Whoa. That was the wrong button. Slowly lumber away. Take his friend with him. Nissa, you're up.
Nissa says no.
He's like, see ya.
Blizzard before launching the next one.
You launch your bag at him, and you see it hit him in the back and bounce off.
There is still a cloud of powder, so hopefully some of it gets him.
Mm-hmm. Like you can see some of the it left a mark, but otherwise it didn't really affect him. Rue, you are up.
All right. What do my eyes behold to me? Is all the town on fire? Some of the town? How many? What's the crowd looking like?
You can tell it looks like there's probably 3 or 4 fires that are still going.
Okay.
You haven't seen any new ones really pop up, but it looks like a couple that are still burning pretty well.
All right. And then how many of the crowd are like zoned out, or how many of the crowd are
you can see that there's
normal
probably
people?
about a half a dozen people
Okay.
that seem to be under the influence. Everybody else is kind of like crouching down, trying to run away.
Okay. I'm gonna whistle really, really loud. Can I do that?
Sure. Make a
How
whistle
would
check.
I? Okay, just a second. I don't know if I have proficiency in whistle. Let me double check.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
I mean, does Rue know how to whistle?
To be perfectly frank, Rue has no idea. They are not sure.
All right.
Which is true.
Roll a dice and pick odd or even.
I'm gonna do even.
Like, you've seen V whistle for her dog Bear before.
Mm-hmm.
And they taught you how to call Bear. They taught you how to whistle for Bear to come to you. So yeah, you absolutely know how to whistle.
Sweet. I let out a loud whistle and tell everybody cowering to go that way. There's a clear path. And then I got some bags of glitter in my way. The direction I'm telling them to run, I'm just going to throw glitter in the pathway, kind of make a clean zone so some of the other enchanted people or whatever can't follow them.
Cool.
You want me to roll for that?
Yeah.
Or range attack?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm dual wielding glitter in both hands. Can I do 2 ranged attacks? Okay.
Yeah. You throw both of these bags and you get like a nice trail going out of both of them, pointing the direction you want people to go.
Okay. And then are my friends okay? The new people.
For the most part, it looks like they're okay.
That's good.
You can see that Nim is maybe kind of getting surrounded a little bit.
All right. And that's my turn. I whistle and glitter like a disco.
And how fitting is it that brings us to Nim?
We are shaking our groove things.
Mhm.
It is perfect, you know. Them is just dancing, just like, oh yeah, I got this. I got this. Like, just in their head, trying to keep themselves hyped. But question?
Yeah.
How far are Rosalind and Troop from, like, the pie eating table? How far would you say they are? Because I know they were over here in the corner with the now gone dots. But I don't know. Could they make it to the table and stand on the table, or are they too far to make it to the table and stand on the table?
Rosin could make it there easily enough. 5, 10, 15,
Okay.
20, 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Troop probably wouldn't be too far behind?
Yeah, like they would, if they wouldn't be like directly on top of it, they would be like right
Yeah.
at the back of it. So yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We could do this too. All right. So they switched the song over to Levo Swept by Megahertz, which means Heartbreaker, because we are playing with less, right? Might as well use our Heartbreaker song.
Mm-hmm.
But like the song switches, I'm also going to switch it on my own side. There we go. All right, my playlist is now matching what I'm doing. So they switched the song, and oh, question: at will, it doesn't take an action, or at will takes an action?
For what?
Like for an at will, for like at will light, is it just like at will like, to change it? You have to
It's
cast again to
still
change
an
it?
action, I believe.
Okay. All right. So Nomura is gonna slap that quarterstaff, and the light changes to like this strobe, like club flash noir, like old school gothic industrial lighting. We got strobing. It's working with the music. Everything's looking good. The troop is playing. Rosin is like, yeah. Yeah, no longer the angry, supportive, like angry mom, but now like supportive. I'm gonna hype my kid up, mom, like bouncing around like behind the table, and everyone's just like going, you know. And then Rosin is going to try to persuade the individuals that are around the table to dance with them because dancing works. So let's give it a shot. So I will roll my persuasion. Oh wait, there we go. And then I'll roll a d4. Oh wait, would Rosin roll a d4? They're not Bane? Because Namor is Bane.
Right, Nomura is.
Okay, not Rosin. Okay.
Yep.
We got a 17 in persuasion.
Hey.
Like everybody's kind of like, "Ooh, what? Dance?
Yes. Yes.
what do I do with my hands? What do I do with my hands? You get a little dance party going.
Yeah. And like Namor is just literally trying their hardest to like just keep dancing in front of us, like pay attention to me, don't pay attention to the others, pay attention to me, don't pay attention to anyone else. I am a bard. I'm going to use this. I'm using it.
They are definitely paying attention to you.
Yes. We like this. I think we win their turn there.
All right, then it is Pride. What's your armor class, Nomura?
Namora is in a. Hold on. Do I have? Okay, no. I'm wearing it. Namora is an 11.
You feel a sharp pain in your back as Pride has come up behind you and just drives a knife into your side. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
Dude. Well, I guess I'm not dancing on that side anymore. It's now one-arm dancing. As the more like kind of leans over where the knife went and kind of like, all right, okay, one arm. And Rosin is now angry motherface.
Mm-hmm.
Very angry motherface.
All right, Kage, you're up.
Running up over that way, he sees the stabbing happen, looks over to where Rosin is, and is like, "Oh, yeah, you've got Z's back." Just sees the absolute pissed face and is like, I'm gonna let you handle it. Checks over to where Nissa is, and it's just gonna call out to everybody. Apparently we can get help in the northwest. Well, how are you guys feeling? You good with this? Am I running that way? Just kind of getting like a crowd check from you guys. Because he also says that Rue's back, so.
As a local, I would know what was to the northwest, but I cannot find the map in chat right now. What would it be?
Like at the northwest corner, that's where V and Cynthia's cottage would be.
She thinks about it for a second, goes, yeah, that checks out. That checks out. We can. I'm going to deal with this first, then yeah, we can head that way.
Then.
No, hey, I might need help getting masks off. I'm not strong.
Okay. I'll start heading in Nissa's direction.
All right.
Go.
Anything else, Kage?
Go. That's me.
All right. Sloth. Again, going to try and run away. Run being a very generous term for a slow walk.
A waddle.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, yo.
Where's that bear that I saw sleeping with all the sloth people?
That is Sunshine, who begrudgingly got up with the sheriff when they had to take Susan to jail after the apple pie assault.
Okay. The bear's not here, though.
No.
Okay, that's probably good.
All right, Nissa, you're up.
Now that Sloth is farther from the group, she is going to essentially run in front of him and cast a spell.
Okay.
She is going to Thunderwave.
Nice.
So DC 13 Constitution save.
If my math is correct, an 11 is less than 13, right?
Yes.
Okay. They do not make their save.
Oh.
All right. Creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from me, so that will push him back towards the crowd.
Okay.
That will push him back towards Kage to get that mask ripped off his face.
Fuck yes.
You see the ripple effect as the thunder spell takes hold, knocks them back.
And that will be Nessa's turn.
It actually knocks them back like against one of the tent wires. And they spin and go down.
Nat one there, huh?
No. They just, like, it would have knocked them back to that rope. They just didn't make their deck save. And there's a lot of momentum in that body. Rue, you're up.
Are there more enchanted villagers walking into the crowd, or are they all seem to be concentrated here?
From what you can see, they all seem to be up here at the top.
Okay. And how's the tree that I saw all Lord Ascend destroy?
It is rapidly dying. Like you can
That's
see,
different.
leaves have fallen off of it. Branches are starting to be just totally bare. And you can see it starting to lean a little bit towards the side where those claw marks were.
That looks dangerous. And then I saw Nomura just got stabbed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I toss a sparkle bomb at whoever stabbed them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Pride is directly behind them, about 30 feet. That'll hit.
Perf.
Hell yeah.
And then with my other, well, this one would be, since I don't have any dual wielding feats, if I have a sparkle bomb in both hand, like the sneaky rogue I am, I got a dual wield.
Mm-hmm.
What is this one, like -6 or is it -2? Because I don't think I have the I don't have the dual wielding feats yet.
Yeah, so you're not proficient. I don't remember what the penalty is, so we'll go disadvantage.
Perfect.
Yeah, it just the second one just sails over their head. The first one you definitely caught them, and they're like kind of coughing and sputtering from the bag that exploded in their face.
Face.
Fasse.
Is there anything else you're doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna wag my finger in the direction Lorison went.
Excellent. Nomura, you're up. You have a knife wound in your side.
I done got stabbed, y'all. Like, I have been impaled. Like, that is not okay. The Mama Rosin is not too happy if you just stabbed the tall one. You just really trying to make the tall one the small one. That doesn't work here. So Rosin, because Rosin as a changeling has 30 feet. So let me count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, I don't think I can move Rosin right, but I'm trying to move Rosin over, or I guess that would be north 2, and then west 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So west 4, if that makes sense. So they'd be like,
You'd be able to get
behind.
You'd be able to get
right there. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I was like, I'm trying to dot it. Okay, so Rosin has moved, and as a changeling, Rosin does have multi-attack with daggers. So we're gonna do a multi-attack with daggers for Rosin.
Okay.
And I gotta roll the dagger. 1 dagger, 2 dagger. That's going at Mr. Pride. And then Nomura is like, I don't shy away from a battle. Is also gonna do a dagger strike with a -4 because we got Bane. So let me do the dagger. Let me do the D4. Let me roll that. Did it roll it? Did it roll? Oh, I don't think it rolled the D4. Hold on, 1 sec. There we go. So it's going to take away 1 from that, so that will be 8 on the dagger strike. And then, can I do a bonus action on my action?
Yeah, you get, so every turn you have movement, action, bonus action,
Okay.
and reaction.
And then for
once
bonus,
around.
Oh, reaction. Okay, thank you. And then for bonus action for... Oh, dang. I totally forgot about reaction because I had an opportunity to attack on Pride, but it's okay. And then for bonus action for Nomura, we're going to do 2-weapon fighting. So that will be an attack from the dagger. Is it 2 separate weapons or the same weapon, Rick?
If it's
Two
2-weapon
different
fighting,
types
it'd be 2 weapons. You'd have
2
like
weapons.
one in each
Okay,
hand,
so
yeah.
we're going to do a dagger attack again. And we're also going to slap him in the head with the quarterstaff. And then I'll roll the d4 twice once I get it up. All right, got that. Now I need... Roll for my quarterstaff, please. That would be great. Got that. Okay, and then let me roll the d4 twice. Let me roll the 2 d4s. There we go. Roll to everyone, and then so 1d4 for each weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 2 from so the dagger would be a 10, and then the quarterstaff would be a 17 for the hits. So he should have an 8, a 10, and a 17 on all of it.
How are you attacking with a dagger and a quarterstaff?
Yeah, it'd be
I have.
like you could
Or would it be
use
2 daggers?
You could use 2 daggers, or you could use the quarterstaff, like
Okay.
either end.
Okay. Let's just use the quarterstaff either end then. So dagger attack the insects. But there we go. So do I roll for the quarterstaff again?
No, it should be the same roll.
No. Cool. Then it'll be 17 on each of those.
Yeah. Well, it'd be like
Or would it be
one of the quarterstaff, or your first quarterstaff attack would just use the roll from the dagger.
Oh, okay, that works.
All right, so Rosin's first attack with her dagger, you catch Pride's armor, and it actually tears the dagger out of her hand. But the second attack does hit. They take 4 damage. And your first attack misses. Your second quarterstaff will hit. That's 8 damage. And you can see you've almost, like, you spin around and swing your quarterstaff at them, and it catches them in the side of the face. And you can see that mask almost comes off.
Cushy. So close, so close.
God dang.
That'll end our movement, so.
And it is Pride's turn. They are going to disengage and try to run away.
Little bitch.
Then it is Kage's turn.
Okay. He's in the ground. I can get through over here. I'ma just essentially stand above their head, grab the mask, and yank it off. Been a fair bit of powder thrown, so I think it should be kind of loose.
Yep. Make a strength check.
Sure.
With
Go
advantage,
fucking-
since they're laying on the back. Or never mind. You rip it off. And you can see again that their form starts to return to a normal-sized person.
Cool. I'm just gonna add the mask to the collections that he's holding and give a big thumbs up to Nissa.
Thank you.
15, 20, 25. Then he'll start going that way. He's only got 5 feet left, so that's me.
All right, Nissa, you're up.
Nissa will move back up into the crowd. And how is Pride looking?
Pride looks scared and wounded. You can see the mask is kind of hanging at an angle. You can see part of it's just like
And then look
crap.
after Lust instead.
All right, what you doing?
Sling with the powder.
Nice. You catch them square in the face. Powder explodes around them. It catches all of their followers.
Nissa's pleased with herself. She's good.
Yeah, and they are just kind of stunned and looking around. Suddenly, they're all by themselves. Rue, you were up.
Who's left?
You have Pride up here, who's trying to run away, and then
Okay.
Lust, who's right there.
And Lust is still doing nothing.
Yeah, you're not sure what they have been trying to do, but they haven't really made a move towards anything.
Don't trust it. But we can't let anybody escape. I'm gonna sling a bag of glitter at Pride.
That'll hit.
Perf.
You throw your glitter bomb at them. It catches them in the back of the head, and they stumble forward to the ground. And you see their mask just kind of ripped off as they slide across the grass a little bit.
Neat. And then I think that's it for now. I'll look suspiciously at Lust and see what they're doing.
She's just kind of standing there. They look very anxious now that they realize no one else is around them on their side.
Oh, good. You don't like your guys' vibe. And that's my turn.
All right, Nomura.
Alrighty, so Razin will be in the square next to Nomura, right in front of Lust. And they are going to switch into an unsettling visage, which would be basically something that Les would be afraid of if they failed their save throw. So let me do that. And if they fail, what Les sees, what would Les be more afraid of than someone more attractive than them? So that is what Razin would try to turn into for Les to see. And then Nomura, not that far. Yeah. So Nomura is going to use their quarterstaff to try to slap the corner of the mask to see if they can ease it up a little bit.
Okay.
So let me do quarterstaff, and then I still have Bane, right?
No, that would
Do
have
I still have
dropped.
Bane? Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Once Pride went down, that dropped.
I got that on the quarterstaff attack.
That'll hit.
Is the mask still on, Lust, or is it like kind of like half? Like how
roll
hard did it hit the mask?
Roll damage.
Roll damage. Okay, I think that. I think that's this. It's this.
Yeah. You see Lust look over at Rosin as she tries her unsettling visage. And Lust just looks at her and goes, no.
Girl, you try.
There's no way. Not with those eyebrows.
Oh, not the eyebrow.
And as she's like turned looking at Rosin, straight in the face with the quarterstaff. And she just kind of like turns and looks at you. And then like slowly slides to her knees. She's out.
I think is the mask still on?
You knock it off and you see like her face just kind of like go back to that more natural shape that she had. She's still pretty, but not, that pretty.
Not that pretty. Oh, well, Rosin got her wish. And as the last, where did the mask fall? Like, is it more in front of Rosin or more in front of Nomura?
Right in front of Nomura.
So Nomura's just gonna reach down and pick it up. Like, they're still stinting their side because, dagger, but they're also gonna like have this mask in their hand, like and then we will end our turn there.
All right. So you have ended the combat. Good job, everybody.
Yay, success!
Woo. I will go over and grab the Pride mask. Add that to the little collection. Hey, True Dude. Did you see where the Lord of Sins went?
I'll point to the trail of fire and destruction northeast into the forest.
Sorry.
Yeah, that one's not going to be hard to find.
Well, at least there's some trail. You know what's to the northwest?
Yeah, it's the people Rue's staying with.
Okay.
I nod.
You can hear.
Can I?
You can hear a barking coming from that direction now. Like a very large dog.
Row, row.
Actually, it sounds like they're on their way to us.
The dog. Fuck yeah. He's just as excited as I am.
And you see a large, dark-furred mastiff just kind of loping towards the group. And you see, following behind, you see V, the herbalist, and Sai, her partner, coming in. They look a little battered, like they've probably encountered something in the woods. You can see everybody's kind of drawing back to the square, the village square area now. You see the mayor and Thorell the alchemist, who you hadn't seen for most of the festival, come into the town square. The mayor looks rough. You can see she has a large bruise on half of her face. There's still some matted blood Terrell also looks like she's been injured. You see that large golden bear Sunshine kind of making their way back to the village square. You can hear them kind of like growling and roaring a little bit, trying to get people's attention. You don't see Caius, the sheriff.
Nissa is immediately going to go to the bear and follow it wherever it leads her, because that will take her to the sheriff, and she knows it.
She will lead you right back to the jail. You see Susan, nails and hands bloodied. You see Caius is like kind of holding his head in his hands. He's got a lump on the side of his head. And Susan's just kind of staring at her hands in shock. You don't see Mother Adelaide. You don't see Brother Oswin. You do see some smoke coming from the temple. You do see there's also some smoke coming from like the mayor's house and Thorell's apothecary shop as well.
Caius, you get in here, or do you need help?
Fucking headache. Susan, I did not know you could. I did not know you could swing a cast iron pan that hard.
Oh.
It was a good shot, though. I'm just going to lay down for a bit, I think.
Sorry, Caius. You really need to come to the square. You can lean on me to get there, but some bad stuff has happened, sir.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Which way am I? Which way am I? I need a minute. He's very unsteady on his feet, but eventually is like.
Nissa does have a cure wound that she can use on him to see if that'll help him out.
Yeah, like he's clearly been concussed.
Yeah, she'll just use the cure wound, see if that helps him out a bit.
You reach your hands out and kind of gently, kind of probe around his head to see where most of the damage is. And that rush of healing energy. What does that look like for Nissa?
It's green energy. She is a druid, so it would be just a soft green light.
Just almost a gentle cloud envelops his head and kind of swirls, and you see that knot reduce. And you see him kind of go, oh, yeah, okay. Is it pine trees?
There's a lot on fire right now. I'm sure pine trees are one of them. Several buildings in town are on fire. Brother Adelaide, Brother Oswald are missing. A lot of people look like they've been in fights. So yeah, hey, let's go to the town square.
Let's go find Mother Adelaide. She's an old woman. She needs help.
I'll go to that. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Move to the country, they said. It'll be calm, they said. He just kind of mutters and walks away. Nothing ever happens here, they said. Should have stayed in city.
Can I take a peek at the masks there, Cage?
Yeah, sure. He just like hands them to you. He is invested in this dog. Like immediately.
Do I recognize any of the markings or the magic from the masks, Kev?
Make an Arcana check.
Nope, doesn't work.
are Kage and Rue currently?
They're still in the town square.
Okay. Are they in the same southern line as Nomura and Razin? Or are they in the northeastern corner? Where
Everybody's
Prime
kind
was?
of gathered towards the center.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a 17, Mr. Kev.
You do recognize the magic as being a very strong enchantment, where it seems to amplify the other magic that is kind of in the mask as well, which you can tell is what kind of made people change their forms a little bit, which seem to strengthen their powers of persuasion and trying to corrupt people. Um, this seems to be powerful magic.
Do I know like its origin, perhaps?
You can kind of tell
Demonic, devilish, eh?
it seems to be kind of a combination of different magical languages, all using the same kind of root word, the root symbol, root
Okay.
glyph, or rune for whatever that particular sin is.
Yeah.
But you would know that at the heart of it does seem to be Fey magic.
Rue just like drops the masks and goes, "Oh no." And has Cage come back over? Hey,
Yeah. Good.
how easy are you to trick? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Uh, Considering I got roped into this fairly easily, probably like a 3. Yeah.
I don't know what we should do with these masks. I think they're involved in Fey magic, and that makes me very uncomfortable. You can see that Rue's eyes are like very, very big
Mm-hmm.
behind his mask, and just like he's been in fight or flight mode since before the fight started. And like there's just a slight shaking to him right now. Like you wouldn't be surprised to see him like run up a tree or like go hide behind something right now. Like a cat ready to just run. But I don't want to hold these masks anymore.
Yeah. Kage will grab them and just kind of put them to the side.
If they talk to you, just don't respond.
If what talks to me?
The masks.
It didn't see a problem, seemed to be a problem when I was wearing them. I mean, I was able to get them
And
away
then
from
Rue
me.
says very quietly, "That's what they want you to think."
Okay, buddy. And he just kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder. It's like, yeah. We'll keep these away.
Okay. And then Rue takes a step away from where the masks are.
Kage just keeps them like out of line of sight from.
Thank
from
you.
Rue. Yeah.
Thank you.
You do see the sheriff
Superb.
kind of slowly walking back to the square using his currently unstrung bow stave almost as a staff.
Oh, buddy.
Like
Sunshine kind
nudges
of
Namora,
lopes
like
up behind him, slides her head underneath his hand.
sheriff is coming from northeast, right?
The sheriff would have been to the southwest.
So,
Okay, so say okay. Okay.
Pull the village map back up.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. Okay, so sheriff is coming from the south, and then the Daddy Sin guy went north, right?
Yep.
Daddy Sin went north. Okay, so Daddy Sin's over there.
Almost straight north.
Oh,
Like he would have gotten into like this
alright.
main street and just on that path
Okay.
out of town.
Okay, so straight towards. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
what about this house?
You can see a little bit of smoke coming from it. But it does look like it's not fully engulfed or anything. It's not fully engulfed or anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Kage, you would have known that Zodart would have been home and is probably dealing with whatever may have tried to happen there.
Kage knows that he's at home. He hasn't really looked in that direction properly. So that's a motion for eventually.
Mm-hmm.
He's very much like here.
Yeah.
He'll walk up to Cyan V and just be like, "You're the Northwest people."
Yes.
The one that says yes. Do I recognize the voice?
Nope.
Turn to the other one. Hey, can you say something?
Oh, like what?
Does that connect?
Nope.
Fuck. Cool. You can help with these, and he like stands in the way of where Rue is, and he like holds them up.
V will move over and making sure that she has gloves pulled tightly onto her hands, begins examining them, brushing some of the powder off so she can examine the arcane markings more closely. And
Kage will relay what Rue said as well as what he found.
You can just see an immediate look of concern that is quickly replaced by a cool, business-like facade. Do you have all of them?
Uh-oh.
Envy, which was at... Where did I drop off the Envy one?
That one you would have left with the temple.
The Envy one's at the temple, and there was one for the Lord of Sins. They went that way, points north, and then connects. Yeah, they went north, and he shoves the masks at this person.
V and Sai kind of look at each other. The who?
The Lord of Sins, big guy, as he's like running backwards. Yeah, he knows. Points to Rue and is gonna go to Zlotuk's house. Sorry.
Okay, so there were the 7, right?
Rue.
Who?
The temple is on fire, you said, right, Kev?
Mm-hmm.
Rue's going to point to the temple and say, that's where the Mask of Envy is. And like the fear in the eyes will kind of like go and glare a little bit, and there's like a little different pep in the step. And Rue will like go towards the burning temple.
And you can tell that there are other people there, that there's like a bucket brigade that has been started. People are trying to put the fire out. You rush inside the Temple of Ilmater, and you do find laying on the ground Mother Adelaide. There's a bit of blood on the floor beneath her head. She is weakly trying to pull herself up. You see her stop for a second and just kind of probe at her head for a second, and you see this white, warm light wash over her hand and her head. She draws a deeper, steadier breath, stands up.
Nestle will go up to her, wrap an arm around her, and help her out.
Oh, thank you, dear. What? Is everyone all right?
No. There's something wrong with the masks this year. There's something horribly wrong.
Yes, I got that impression.
Who got the Lord of Sin's mask?
Well, let's see. Davian was Wrath. Esme was Lust. Zoltark's friend Kage, he was Envy. For a bit, but then he gave that back to me.
Where's the Envy mask now?
You can see that she has what is probably the mask in a pouch on her side.
Okay.
Everett was Sloth. Bray was Gluttony. Sari was Pride. She stops for a second, counts back over her fingers. I think that was everyone. The Lord of Sin would have been... She just stops. Well, it was... She like looks at you all like... You know, it was... Well, because last year it... No, there was a Lord of Sin last year.
Where is the other dude? Because you said there was a new dude who came too, right?
Brother Oswald.
Yeah. Is he here?
No. You would have seen him out at the festival. But then everything kind of started happening. You kind of lost track of him.
Have I seen him since the fight?
No.
Mother, may I see if the mask is still in your pouch?
Oh, yes, dear. She hands you the bag.
I like put the bag on the ground and like take a dagger and like open the pouch with my dagger to look in to see if the mask is in there. I'm really trying not to touch it.
Yep. It is the mask.
Okay. I tell Vi and Cynthia we're just missing the Lord of Sin mask now. But that should be fine, right? We should be able to do it without that one right.
They're like, what do you mean, the Lord of Sin? Is that new? And Mother Adelaide stops. She's like, well, no, because we've always had... Haven't we?
No, this is the first year I've heard it done.
And
I figured it was because of the new masks.
And at that, being spoken aloud, you can see just that look of realization come over everyone's face. There's never been an 8th. Ever. There's never been a Lord of Sin figure for the festival. There's only ever been the 7.
Rue's gonna spin around in circles like a disturbed cat who's stressed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you could feel the fey magic just everywhere. Like, did they trick people?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Good Arcana.
Now that these things are being said out loud, and you see that same kind of confused look dawning over multiple people's faces, you look around and you see these subtle threads running from person to person. Just a very faint enchantment. A little more than a suggestion.
Would Namora be able to feel what Rue is feeling at this point? Because it's like a bad energy?
Yes, Rue's very stressed right now.
Yeah, I mean, you would all be able to pick up just on that vibe.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and question for you.
Yeah.
Comprehend languages. Do you have to sprinkle the salt on it in order to read it, or touch it in order to read it?
Let me see.
Because it has on it. It has like components, and it's like a pinch of soot and salt. And I'm like, so do you put that on it, or do you like?
I've always kind of thought it was you basically like rub a little bit of it together and like rub it like underneath your eyes. That's what seemed like to work in my head. But you could sprinkle it over whatever you're trying to read.
Okay.
It's really yeah, kind of however you want to flavor that.
Okay. And the temple is like semi on fire. So there would be by the temple, or like in the air from the wind, or would it just be like on fire?
There's plenty of soot around. Like they've gotten like the fire put out.
Okay. Okay. So
people responded pretty quickly once they kind of snapped back to the present.
Okay, so they weren't just like zombies for a second. It was kind of just like back to natural. We fix stuff, kind of.
Just that stunned moment of panic, and then that there's fire bad. We know what to do. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Okay.
And you had people that hadn't been kind of corrupted or enthralled, but were quicker to kind of step in and take charge of things.
Yeah. People didn't go to this is a stupid ass festival. I'm staying home. Dumbass. Look, now you guys lit the town on fire.
Like, oh man, I'm gonna skip the pie eating contest, but I'm coming back for the for the dance off.
Yeah. Man, I just took a nap after day drinking. What did you guys get up to?
Right?
What did you guys get up to? You're crazy. You crazy.
Like, oh man.
Like in the frenzy of everything that's going on, you'll just see like Rosin like rubbing this stuff over Nomora's eyes, like just close your eyes. It's fine if it stinks. It's fine. And like Rosin is rubbing like all of the soot over their eyes, and then Nomora's gonna cast, because they have the lust mask, they're gonna cast comprehend languages as they're like running their fingers over it, so they can actually like physically read what this enchantment is on it. And then their wings are just kind of like freaking out, completely freaking out. Like the chains are rattling, their wings are moving as they're reading it. Their face has no expression. And Rosin's eyes go from like that, like, you'll be fine, mom, to just like shock, just, oh no. Oh, because they're watching the wings as they're moving, and they like snatch the mask away, and they're like, no more reading. No more reading. No, I'll keep this. You don't touch this. And then like Nomura's just kind of like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
No.
Like they just repeat that. Yeah. But also trying to wipe their eyes at the same time, because that stuff stinks.
Oh yeah. So with comprehend language, you don't necessarily like you recognize some of the symbols and some of the lettering, but since it is magical language, it's not like.
Oh wait, since it's magical, it's not written, right? So it'd be like a symbolic language, like a syphilic language, not like a written language, right?
Yeah, it's like magical runes, glyphs.
Reading the auras, man.
It don't feel good. The word don't feel good.
Yeah, like you are able to read some of the actual words that are used.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's heavy.
Don't like this. We don't like this at all. It's not good. We don't like this. No, it's icky. It's icky. And Rosin's just like, I'm going to like, has like a little pouch on their hip and like sticks it in there real fast, like, no, and like wipes their hands off on their like shirt, like this is.
If you want to make an Arcana check,
yeah,
to kind of get more of the magical aspect of it, you absolutely can.
I can roll that. I got one of those. I do. I promise. I would hope so anyway. Oh, that's not bad.
Cage, where are you at right now?
I think Kage's in the temple with you all.
Excuse me, Kage.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, he ran to Zotek's house because he realized that that's where the dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's his man.
With you,
I'm hiding behind the mother while she's looking at the mass.
With the Arcana check you got, Nim. This is, and you start to pick out on some of that like enchantment that's been strung between people just in the village. Just that low level background hum suggestion. There was always an eighth. This is normal. There's always been a Lord of Sin at the festival. You don't need to question it. And you see that thread start to unravel as people are making that realization that there's never been a Lord of Sin. No one is able to put a name to the person who had that mask. No one is even able to remember that person's face. But there was definitely a Lord of Sin that was here.
Mm-hmm. Rue waves his finger back and forth. Maybe we should burn these. Rue points at the other masks.
You see.
I don't think they're very nice.
No.
They're
No,
not
they're
nice. They're not very nice. No, they're not. They're not.
Rue nods at agreement.
And you can see
It sounds
like
good.
Sai reach into a pouch and pull out a box that's larger than the bag she pulled it out of. Looks to be very, very heavy, made out of metal. She lifts the lid up, starts putting masks inside. You can tell that it's lined on the inside with arcane glyphs, wards of containment, things like that. She puts all the masks in there, quickly closes it, locks it.
Do I recognize what kind of steel that was?
It looked like lead.
Oh,
Nice.
Rosin's gonna walk over and like put some pouch with the lust mask in there. Like, don't touch that. Seriously, don't touch that. That one's it's a little risque, if you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch that one. But then Rosin's gonna like go back over and like lift up Nomura's like side and be like, Pride got you good, dude. That's kind of gross looking. Like, he kind of like prods at it like a mom would, and Nomura's like, stop it.
And almost immediately, as she's like just kind of probing that wound to make sure, you can almost see it's already started to get infected. Like there's almost pus that's formed already.
That doesn't feel good. And Rosin's like, kind of like looks at it and is like, ooh, you're seeping! Like, I didn't know you could seep. What is this? Because, of course, not looking normal. You should not be seeping this early. And then, like, the troop kind of comes over and kind of, like, surrounds them. And, like, Nomura's just like, I don't feel that good, but yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to be seeping. I don't think so.
Make a Constitution check.
All right. Con. Oh, that's rude.
As that wound is being examined, like you immediately start to feel nauseous and feverish. And you try to shove their hands off of you. I'm fine. Leave me alone. I'm fine. I don't need your help.
Okay, there we go. And Rosin's just gonna kind of like stare at them, but like it's not like the mad mom stare. It's like this is creepy. Like, what is wrong with you right now, child? Like, what do you mean get away from me? What you? It's just kind of like this.
Drop that attitude.
And Mother Adelaide, moving more sprightly than you think she ought to be able to, immediately is at your side and like sits you down. She like just starts pointing at people. You hold her arm. You go get me clean water. You towels. She's gone immediately into like caretaker healer mode. And you like, again, you try to say, I don't need anything. And she just goes, shush.
Oh. And Rosin's like, yeah, listen to the nice old lady, or else. And Nim is just like,
And you see that warm white light envelop her hand, and she presses it against your side. and for a moment, it burns intensely, almost to the point of being cold.
Like a what's it, like freezer bite? Freezer
Yeah.
that?
Frostburn?
Kinda.
Okay, yes. That.
Like
Frostbite.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
And then almost as quickly
No.
as you felt it, it goes away. And you feel that wound is gone.
No more stabby.
And you shiver as you feel your body temperature drop. You get that moment of like flop sweat when your fever breaks.
Yeah. Okay. I can see it.
And you're just
like right now.
Slightly like a little lightheaded. And you're glad you're
I
sitting
feel
down.
better. Yeah. I feel better. Yep. Yep. And Razen's like, yep, you're just gonna sit there and shut up and look pretty. It's fine. Just sit there. And you see like Razen like, pat the head, which is probably almost like the same height as Razen right now. It's just like, you're fine, child. The nice old lady healed you. Kind of feel a little woozy. We know, but it's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine. Just hang out and look pretty. Yeah, kid, you're doing good. And then Razen like looks at Mother Adelaide and is like, thanks. Told him not to do anything stupid. Still got stabbed though.
Oh, children will be children, dear.
True.
Everyone that's been injured, bring them here. Immediately.
Runa, I probably saw Cage got jacked in the face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rue will
Well, no,
nod at that and-
they were inside the building, but like you
Yeah,
can see,
but
there'd be like a bruise there.
Yeah. Rue will nod at that and run off towards Zoturk.
Mm-hmm.
Zoturk's home.
Mhm.
And Kaga, excuse me. Be like, hey, Kaga.
Kage.
Kage. Just start yelling at.
Mm.
No, I'm saying it wrong though. Like Rue is Kage. I will try to say Kage wrong, but Rue is saying Kaga on accident.
It's okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm looking for you.
What's up?
Are you injured?
Got punched in the face. About it.
You're supposed to come with me now. That's what they told me. I didn't want to argue.
I won't either.
Rue will nod knowingly. Kindred souls and like awkwardly like follow me, I'll show you where the temple is. And like just walk across the street to where it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of see it from where you're at, yeah.
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 Is like Zotic all good? Is his kind of main concern? Yeah.
He's fine. There's a little bit of damage like to some of the trees like by the house where you could just tell they had passed their hand across them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's probably what Kage would have been looking at when Rue showed up and just kind of snapped him out of it and was like, oh, sure.
And then I'll turn back to Adulter. I gotta take him to the temple. Okay? I told him.
Yeah, he's just like,
sure. Yeah, good.
Rue does a thumbs up too and kind of looks at it like, yeah. And like holds it really high up. Come on, I'll show you the way.
Who are you, by the way? As they're like running back to the temple. I can't keep calling you Tree Dude. That seems odd.
My name is Rubric, but everyone calls me Rue. Yep, that is my name. is what Rue says.
Just like
And looks forward.
You make it back to the temple. You're looked over quickly by Mother Adelaide. Just again, that little bit of soft white light brushes across you. You can feel your bruise start to go away. The swelling just like disappears.
I would feel very comfortable if we burned these.
Since Kage wasn't there for the whole threats thing and no 8th sin, can he recall, like, yeah, I was there. There was an 8th one. Where's that? Was that meta?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You immediately ask, what about the 8th?
Yeah. Okay. Can he recall the face of this person? Anything about that, like, standing in that group with those people?
Make a wisdom check.
Okay, it's not intelligence. Sick.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
You can't remember their face. Like, you keep going through and you go through the lineup and you have everybody else, but then their face is just kind of like you fill in details, but you realize it's from other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you can't quite ever pin them down as to what they looked like. You can't even remember what their voice was like, and you talked to them, right? Like, everybody spoke to them, but what did their voice sound like? What color was their hair? What was their hairstyle? You try to assign details, and they just seem to like slide off.
Mm.
Rukon just stared them down, but I guess the mask might have changed what they look like.
I don't remember. I remember their face. They don't have like a distinctive face that I can recall. But they were definitely there.
Kev, this was the Lord of Sin had the mask on before the new guy came to the church, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's not the new guy. And the new guy is still missing, right?
Yeah. Nobody has seen Brother
I'm gonna
Osmond
ask
since everything started.
I'm going to ask Mother Adelaide where Brother Osmond's stuff was.
Oh, he just had the spare room in the back.
Rue will nod in. May I go look through it?
Hey, just be careful, dear. Be respectful.
Yeah. Yes. Rue will be like, yes.
Of course.
I'm going to go in there, close the door, and then go goblin mode and just like investigate the shit out of the room to try to find shit stuff. How's that sound?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Make an oh nice. Like you start digging through his stuff, his clothing. You find like the place where he put like his little box of mementos. You find where he hid some extra money.
Taking it.
You get 3 gold.
Hilarious. His savings account of 3 gold.
Yeah. You find a
Pig
book
masks are
that,
expensive.
well, yeah, you find a book that maybe a cleric wouldn't want to have found. It's an interesting picture book.
What's strange? Anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Rue like opens it and like looks at it, and no one can see it, but Rue's like very confused. Kind of shrugs and like throws it back and keeps digging through stuff.
Mm-hmm. You find
Is there any?
You find the letter,
The mementos
from the temple,
Okay.
that informed him he would be coming here.
Rue's gonna sniff a little bit. Does anything smell that I haven't found yet? Let my nose guide me.
Nothing out of the ordinary. It's a little weird. You glance back at that letter, and the signature at the bottom is just kind of a smudge.
Do I feel fey magic tendrils coming from it?
There's some magic there.
Rue's gonna hiss and like open the door, and like everything's all strewn about. Like I didn't want anyone to see me being disrespectful, but now
Putting his
that
ink
like
back.
it's done, like yeah, like I have very little impulse control. Like I forgot about that already. I'm scared again. I like open the door very loud, like it slams up against the wall, and I like kick the note out and point to it.
Mother Adelaide reaches out to take it. She's like, "Oh yes, that's the letter from Deacon." That's so strange. I know when I read the letter who it was. I got the, and she like goes to like her office and comes back with a letter that informed her that Brother Oswin would be coming. She holds them next to each other, and it's the same handwriting and that same smudge of a signature. Wait, I could have sworn that was from Deacon Abernathy.
Do you have another letter from Deacon Abernathy that we can compare it to?
Oh, yes, of course. She goes out and brings back his response to her initial request for an assistant. And you can clearly read his signature, and the handwriting does not match the other 2 letters.
That's not right.
What were the mementos the shady cleric had?
There were a couple of just like unique coins that had come from farther off. There was a nice like little wooden carving.
What's the carving of?
It looks to be just a fairly rough image of Ilmater. You can see just kind of on his knees praying.
And also, Rue will lift up the porno mag. This. I don't know what this means.
Oh,
Are you familiar? Kage.
he's just like tilting his head, like, how do
Flexible.
people shouldn't sit
Or
like
I will,
that?
or I will gravely show it to the bards. Are you familiar with this?
And Rosin like, cover your eyes, kids. Cover your eyes. Don't look at the dirty pictures. And Rosin like slaps at it and is like, okay, first of all, don't show that to children. Secondly, you shouldn't be looking at that either, young man. Men's whatever. You shouldn't be looking at it. Kind of like grabs at it and like shoves it up. Like, no.
Like Rosin and Mother Adelaide, like both at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh god, no.
You should not be. And like Nemo is just like, yeah, don't look at that. Yeah, I don't even know what it is, but yeah.
Your Mother
Roz
Adelaide
is just like, lay back down, child.
going to have to talk to that boy when we find him.
Yes, please
from-
talk to him because the. Wait, clerics are even allowed to look at this? Like, I thought y'all had like rules.
Well,
or
I mean,
something.
we're still people, dear, but we try to do better. That's the word for it. Depending on your temple. We try to stay appropriate with things.
Having it hidden in his room was appropriate.
Yes. Still should probably have a conversation. That's going to be awkward.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I feel
From what you can all
perhaps that
remember, Brother Oswin showed up before the festival. So he would have been here for a day before the Lord of Sin.
so he could
So,
be the
yes,
Lord of Sin.
So he did arrive before the names were drawn, which was what we had
Yes.
hazarded earlier.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, he's probably the Lord of Sin then.
Sure looks like it.
But you also remember seeing him during the festival.
Yeah, and like Rue was in. Did Rue see him and the Lord of Sin at the same time during the festival in my tree? Because typically you said the Lord of Sin was just chilling in the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I see them both at the same time in my tree?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I actually have the same question for Nomura and the Troop because of where they were located. I wonder if
Oh,
they would have
no.
seen them. So perception
I'm
check,
bad.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Like there was a lot of people. Like there were a lot of people around. You don't remember for sure.
Suppose my 4 ain't gonna do it.
No.
I think that's a dirty 20. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
You definitely remember seeing both of them at the same time.
Okay. So like not like one individual, but two separate entities,
Yeah.
right? Same time.
Like you saw,
Okay.
But maybe it's
and you kind of remember Brother Oswin just booking it
Okay.
to the northeast when everything started happening.
So he like darted, like he was just out, like Audi 360 was not staying around for this stuff.
No, like there's a fight, I'm gone.
Okay. So Nemo looks at Razin and is like, that dude ran, like he like ran like a chicken, like we were fighting, and he was like, I'm out, and Razin's like, all right, so we think that your guy, person, cleric, dirty man, he ran straight in the same way the 8th Mass is not supposed to ran. They're that way. that way. It is kind of like just like motioning all four hands like north, 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 north. And the troop is like, we're going north. We're going like everyone's like looking around like north, 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 north. We're going north, north, north. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We are?
I think that's something we find out next time.
Probably. We might be going north.
People are beginning to gather at the temple, just kind of taking stock, reporting in about what's been damaged, what's fine, what kind of supplies they have. The mayor limps in. Mother Adelaide gives her some healing. From what you can tell, it sounds like the supplies from Thorell's apothecary have mostly been destroyed. It sounds like somebody had broken into the mayor's home just before the festival started, knocked her out, and locked her in a basement. Rue, you would have been able to tell that some of the supplies that V and Cynthia had, some of the healing herbs that they have collected, had also been ruined. So it seems like most of the healing that the town has available currently is whatever Mother Adelaide can do, and then relying on bandages and whatever salves and poultices they can create from what they do have left, which isn't much. A number of townsfolk have been injured, cuts and scrapes, bruises. A couple have some broken bones. A number of people have some burns.
How many missing? Are dead? Like, has there been a head count?
From the reports that you've gotten so far, it does look like 2 people have died.
Okay.
And that there are at least another 5 that are missing. Whether it's people that have run off, people that are maybe still hiding, or if they were maybe taken, or if they're trapped somewhere, you don't know. But you do see kind of everyone anxiously and furtively from time to time just looking north along the trail that was left behind. And it looks like that's where we'll pick up next time.
Okay.
Sweet.
Questions. I have so many questions.
We're going north next time.
North. We're going north.
North?
North.
After sleeps.
After sleep.
Nissa wants spell slots back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not fair.
We
She is going to help with the healing to the extent that she can. She'll run home, grab whatever they have there, round up mom.
Mm-hmm.
Because, the lady with the giant garden might have some stuff.
Maybe.
What if-
A little bit.
What if we level up? Is that an idea, Kevin?
What?
Yeah.
Thing?
I mean, what did you guys even do? Like, you had some fun shenanigans.
We did have
I-
shenanigans.
In combat.
Couple of you won,
There were
fair contests.
pigs. Yeah,
You won a
and
pig.
like
I guess you
there were masks and a scary guy.
You found out a lot of information.
He was really scary too.
He was pretty scary.
I mean, Nemu did get stabbed, and Razin did get very mom angry for the stabbing, and then the troop was scared because Razin was mom angry, and then they slapped this lady in the face with a stick.
I found porn.
Yeah.
I found porn.
You found a very awkward future conversation for people. You're right.
Huh?
We did find out that Brother Osmond is like, a chicken. He does run really fast.
Mm-hmm.
He's a chicken, but he likes to choke the chicken, if you know what I mean, too. So we found many things about him.
Oh my
Interesting character. Interesting character.
I mean, we did find out that the mother, when she heals, it feels like freezer burn, icy hot. So it's like, ooh, ooh. And then you feel a little discombobulated, but it's a good discombobulated. It's not bad discombobulated. It's like good discombobulated.
I'm not convinced that's not just a thing of the sins, though. Because I got infected real quick. Maybe it's like a Morgul blade.
Yeah.
It was nasty, okay? We was seeping. We're not supposed
you don't
to
want to
be
be seeping.
seeping.
No.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be seeping. That was gross. That was gross. And rude. Like, how do you just stab him? Like, look him in the face if you're going to stab him. Don't be all like, I'm going to stab you from behind. That's rude. Ain't even introduce yourself or take me to dinner. That's rude.
I'm probably going to be doing some stabbing in the backs one day.
Hey, rogue shit.
Seems to be an effective tactic.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's some good role play too, I guess. So
I mean, we was dancing. We was dancing, y'all. Everybody was dancing, and we had some glitter bombs that were thrown. I'm here for the glitter bombs.
We did have a disco dance break during combat.
We did. We was trying to seduce people too. You gotta pull the bard. Yep. If you're a bard, you gotta seduce. You gotta try.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose you guys can.
Oh,
just
boy.
be a little strong, because getting stabbed and it stabs. Okay, that stabs hurt.
It's true. So yeah, I guess you guys can be level 2 for next time.
Yay! I can do cunning action now.
Yeah.
And D&D Beyond, you just hit manage to change your level. Okay.
Yep.
One level in sorcerer, baby.
Woo.
Hey. Manage characters and levels. Here it is.
Oh yeah. I get cunning action. That's fine. Stupid rogues doesn't happen until a little bit later.
Oh, what? Oh. That's cool.
Dash, disengage, and hide.
For the session, Kev.
You're
It was
welcome.
awesome and fun.
Even though I felt unorganized for a while, because
that's okay.
So many tabs open.
Oh my god.
Right?
Okay.
That's scary.
Yeah, this is real interesting for me running on one screen. I might have to think about a second, and I'm not excited about that because that's expensive.
I have 3, and I still have Windows and Windows.
Right?
Yeah, that's because you run the game.
Well,
I just have to keep track of a couple of things.
True.
Honestly,
thank
D&D
you.
is why I bought a 4th monitor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I run 3, and that seems good.
Yeah.
So,
Like, when I'm playing, 3 is perfectly fine. 2 would work. Running the game, so many tabs.
Oh, that's a cantrip. I don't want that.
All right, well, thank you all very much for playing today.
When do we
be back here in 2 weeks?
That is Easter.
It is.
Ooh,
Oh wait, no,
No.
it's the 30th.
No, Easter next week.
Yes.
Yeah. So that would be the 6th.
Yes.
Okay.
I should be good. What time on the 6th?
Go back to the regular 2 p.m. Central. Whatever the warlocks who control time decide what time that is for everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, we'll check it in Discord.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Adios.
Cool.
Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
Bye.
Have a good one.